everyone, it's Kristina from Kristina's Krafts. Today I am doing a Dollar Tree Temu mix. I bought this blank from Temu, and I also bought this silk screen, I think it's called Stencil from Temu. I have never done any chalk couture or anything like that, so I don't know how this is going to work. And I'm not going to use chalk paint on here because I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. So I do have some acrylic paint, so I'm going to go ahead and try that. But I don't have like a spongy thing, so I'm just going to take this little sponge brush and kind of dab it on a piece of paper and see how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this on here. Now, I don't know if I need to fuzz this or not, but I'm gonna just take this and I'm just gonna stick it on here, and hopefully it doesn't need to be fuzzed, but I'm just gonna try to estimate about where the center is. And then I think it looks pretty straight. If you watch my videos, you know I'm not very good at getting things straight. So let's just test this corner here. Oh, it comes off pretty easy. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take this nutmeg brown and start dabbing on here very, very lightly. So I'm just gonna put some on my brush, and then I'm just gonna kind of pat it, and then I'm just gonna start patting on my stencil, and we'll see how this works. I don't know about you, but chalk couture is kind of expensive to buy all those things, so I just thought I would try the Temu one once and see how that works. Okay, so I have it all sponged. Now I did notice, I did lift up a corner and I peeked, and it looks like it's bleeding through the wood, but I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off and show you what it looks like. So yeah, it bled pretty good on there. I'm thinking maybe if I would have used, what am I trying to say? If I would use Mod Podge on there, it probably wouldn't have bled so much. It's kind of hard to see that writing. This writing's not so bad, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to paint over this, and I'm going to try again. I'm going to paint the inside of it, and then I think I'm going to put some Mod Podge down and see how that works out. Okay, so I decided to paint this plaster color. Unfortunately, my paint is really chunky. I guess I just don't use some of my paints enough. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smear this on here. I'm gonna use a heat gun to see if I can get it to dry quicker. I wanted to use a lighter color on here because I'm still gonna use that mocha color for my stencil. So I'm gonna go ahead, try to spread this out and then get it dried, trying to get as close to the edges without getting it on the sides. Okay, so I have it painted, and then the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my Mod Podge on there. I'm just gonna dump some of my Mod Podge on there. That was way too much, I can tell already. I'm gonna scoop some of that up. So I don't really like the way that this frame looks now because I really wanted the natural wood. But yeah, that just didn't work out for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a coat of this Mod Podge on here, which it looks like I still have way too much. And then I'm hoping it's not gonna bleed. Okay, so this is mostly dry. So I'm gonna try this again. I just wanted to mention, these are not very sticky. So that might be contributing to part of the bleeding. So maybe these Temu guys aren't the best. But then again, maybe if I had the paste stuff, it would work a little bit better. Not really sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and try this. So I have 2 coats of paint on there, and then I put the Mod Podge on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my stencil again and try it and see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, and then we'll take a look. Okay, so I have it all dabbed on there. Now I'm gonna see how it turned out. So just gonna go ahead and rip it off. Well, I definitely say it looks a little bit better. Looks like, oh, that just came right off with the Mod Podge. A little spit and some, yeah, I definitely think it looks a lot better. Looks a little bit like it didn't maybe go all the way through in some spots, but I don't know. I think I definitely like that. I just wish I would have put the Mod Podge on first and left it blank so I didn't have the white border, but yeah, I think I like that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and dress it up. And, oh, actually, you know what? First, I'm gonna try to clean this stencil off and see if it actually cleans off. See if it's actually reusable. Okay, so I just rinsed it off. It's still very wet, yeah, kind of dripping. Looks like not all my paint came off. And also, the back looks good. So it looks like, well, maybe a little bit right there I need to clean up, but it looks like it's still reusable. Now, this part that needs to stick doesn't seem to be very sticky after I washed it, but I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry and we'll see how it turns out. So I'm just gonna set this aside and I'm gonna keep decorating my sign here. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this one kind of simple. I have all these wooden things that I got from Dollar Tree, these little wooden pieces, and I picked some out, and I think these are the ones that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna keep the sign pretty simple. It's just gonna be hanging up in my camper. I have some leaves, a little owl, a flower, mushroom, some more leaves, and a little bird. I don't know about you, but when I'm camping, there's owls hooting all the time at night. So I thought the owl would be good on there, and of course there's birds everywhere. And mushrooms, yeah, actually it's been kind of wet this year, so there has been mushrooms. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna dab some paint on here. I'm not gonna worry about getting the insides or anything, and let these dry, and then I am going to apply them to my sign. So I was just about ready to put all my stuff on, and then I was kind of looking at it and I'm like, I really think it's missing something. And what I think it's missing is some nautical rope. I think that'll just give it a little bit extra because I have such a plain frame going around. So I think, let's see, I'm gonna take some of my nautical rope here. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna frame it. So I'm gonna go around the frame with the nautical rope. So I got my hot glue gun heated up here, and I'm just gonna stick some hot glue in here. And then secure my nautical rope down. And I'm gonna go all the way around the frame with it. Right, so the nautical rope is all on, and I definitely think that, that definitely made a big difference on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my lighter and burn some of these off, because this is very, 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 very frizzy and frayed. Plus, it wouldn't hurt to give the rope a little bit more of a burnt look too. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, maybe I'll just do a little bit more. I just don't want to end up wrecking my picture. Probably should have burned it before I put it on, but it's a little bit late for that. All right. There, that looks pretty good. All right. Then I have my little my little guys that I'm gonna put on here. So I'm gonna take my mushroom, and that's gonna go down here. Glue strings, pain in the butt. All right, and then my little birdie is gonna go down here. And then I have the flower, which I should probably use a different type of glue for this, because the hot glue is probably going to stick through, which I don't necessarily want, but it's okay. It's for my camper, so it's supposed to be kind of rustic, right? And then my little owl. Oh. My little owl got away from me. All right, now we got a bunch of glue strings. Some glue on my frame. All right, so far so good. I'm liking it. I don't know, you'll have to let me know what you think. right, and then I have my leaves that I'm gonna put on there. And these are actually, I was gonna put them kind of like this on the frame, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put them in the corners. So just a little bit of hot glue here. And then I think I'm just gonna stick them like this in the corners here. Just go in there and clean that up a little bit. Yeah, I definitely have some glue that would have worked better for this, but I'm kind of in a time crunch tonight, so we're just gonna have to settle for the hot glue. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put these leaves on the top corner up there. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I am just gonna put a little hanger on the top of this. So I'm just gonna flip it around, and then I'm just gonna go kind of towards the end here. I'm gonna try to get it even on both sides, but we'll see what happens. And then I am going to take a little bit of duct tape and put that on there just so I get a nice hold. So I think I'm gonna go, I don't want it hanging too high, so I think I'm gonna go right around there. And there's my dog barking. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go about the same spot here. Hot glue and the duct tape. I was looking for some masking tape, but I could not find any in my craft room, so I had to go with the white duct tape. But you don't see the back anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. All right, and then that is it. This is gonna, oh, I just lost a leaf. It's probably from the hot glue. Like I said, I probably should use a different glue. Let me go ahead and get this back on here. Yeah, I shouldn't have used the hot glue. You know what, I think I'm just gonna take this off and try to get the glue off there and redo it. All right, and there it is. It's all finished, all ready to go in my camper. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd really like it if you comment. Let me know if you like it or if I did a good job. I really hope you subscribe, hit the like button, share it with some people. That would be great. And have a great night. Take care. Thanks. Bye. Oh, I'm back. Just one more thing. So my stencil is starting to dry and it is getting sticky again. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to use it a few times. So I just wanted to say I think that this might actually be kind of a good buy, especially for the price. I think it was $1 or $2. So that's it. Bye.